How's it going? If you've ever wondered exactly where you're going to run your power wire, this is going to be it um, for installing an amp. There's that plastic where the wire's coming out. The power wire is going to come through here. I'm going to set up the fuse somewhere here, and then the power wire is right here. I'm going to get rid of this one at some point in the future because it's rotting. But for now, that's going to be good. The terminal's also going to be changed because that one's rotting as well. Through the wheel well here, I made a small hole, careful not to go overboard because there are wires in there. And I stuck my coat hanger once I drilled a small hole in there, and it comes out through the other side. And it comes through there. I had to jiggle it and wiggle it until I finally got through here. But once that's set up, I'm going to run my power wire all through there. I'm going to tape this up and make a little hook. I'm not going to get too aggressive with it because that small hole has to become large enough, but not too large where I'm having to fill it with something. I just need a nice tight seal there. Right here I have my amp. Again, it was all pretty much set up already from when I took it out of my other car. I didn't really move it. My ground wire, I'm gonna scratch off the bolt, the little bolt, the thing that this bolts into. Put a washer in between the piece of plastic and the wire and just tighten it down right there, and that's gonna make a solid ground. Of course, it's not the plastic that's grounding out. It's the little metal piece on the bottom. And then I have my speaker here. I went with coaxial because the other component ones were just becoming a nightmare, especially after I had to change the adapter because on the other side is a smaller enclosure, so the magnet was hitting the enclosure and I had to lift it up. I did make thicker ones because the thinner ones just kept getting ruined, and it's a good thing I did because ultimately I still needed something a lot bigger. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna run my little signal wires through the driver's side, and same thing, I'm gonna run them through the little channel like this one on the other side, and it's all gonna go up into the radio again through the other side. Once that's all set up, I'm not 100% sure. The amp doesn't fit bolted onto the seat, and I know from my other 300 the enclosure was too big for the kind of subs I like, 12-inch. Excuse me. So I the tint would always rub on the window, and the tint was peeling off. Ultimately, I think this time I'm gonna put the seats down, and that's where the enclosure is gonna go. I do like this being where it is. It's a personal preference. If I would take it out, I can probably put the amp off to the side, put the sub there. But the reason why I got the 2+2 is because I like the two seats. I liked it on my Camaros. I liked it on my first 300. And when I got the second 300 and it didn't have the seats, it was kind of annoying where you couldn't lean all the way back. I don't do that a whole lot anymore in this car, but it's always nice to have that option because you never know when you might find yourself in need of that little extra room. So I might just do the seats down. Nobody really rides in this. Sometimes my daughters, but it's enough to where I can unplug the sub and just kind of throw it in the trunk. I'm gonna leave this loose here. That's why all the slack is back here. It's all gonna go underneath the carpet. So that if I want to, I can throw the sub here and I can use the seats. Again, everybody knows that the rear seats on a two-door car are just kind of there for maybe groceries or extra room, really. So that's gonna be it. Next time around, I'm gonna have everything set up and running. I would have had it by this weekend, but one of my buddies got sick, so I have to go into work for him. So I'm gonna be doing that instead, but I should have it done by early next week. Everything, including the head unit, as I made the video before. So that's it. I mean, it's really easy. I know it can be a pain to run any kind of wire through any kind of car, but it's always nice if you just pop up online and see that somebody already did it and how they did it, and they explain it. I find it to be a lot easier. I didn't really see any videos for this. Don't ever do the mistake of running a power wire through your door hinges. It looks terrible, and I really doubt that your car will catch on fire, but it's just these kind of cars, you really shouldn't be doing that. If you pick up some four banger and decide to do that on that, go ahead. But these ones should look clean inside, not like the mess I have going on here. But if it helps anybody, great. If everybody already has their amp set up, even better, I guess. But let me know.